If humans can only see less than 2% of visible light, what would we see around us if it was at
Careful what you 100%? Because you would be in psychosis within 24 hours. This planet is a freaking zoo, and I've told you guys that since day one. It's just unfortunate that most of us cannot see all of the creatures that exist in this zoo. You can see maybe, well, as you talk about light perspective, you can see 1% of, if not less, than what is actually around you. In fact, there's a couple times where I'm like, can you just flip a switch? I want to see. First of all, no, we can't. Actually, we could flip the switch, but we can't unflip it, and that's the problem. And I was like, so once you open the floodgates, so to speak, you can't close them? Yes, exactly. No, we can't close them once they've been opened. And they said that just being able to see everything that exists around us is enough to cause humans' mind to fracture. This is part of the problem with psychosis, is a lot of the things that people are saying they see that sounds completely insane is a very real thing, and they can see it. A lot of us were like, oh, I wish I could see everything around me. And my guides are like, oh, no, you don't. No, you don't. Be careful what you wish for, because you would be in psychosis within 24 hours. And I was like, really? Yeah, it's like that. There's so many creatures that go so far above and beyond what the human mind can even comprehend.
Our eyes see 0.05% of the entire electromagnetic wave. We're blind cosmically, but we judge everything by what we see.
If humans can only see less than 2% of visible light, what would we see around us?
All right. So that beginning, first off, before I get into the lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Hashem Rakah Kodash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of the Great Millstone. And shalom, salute to the hopefully elect. All right. So I'm actually going to back this chick up on what she said, dealing about, the spirit realm. And because there's things out there that the Lord purposely blinded us, to see. Because if we was to see everything, we would probably go nuts, Even some of us within, well, I would say, the brothers, the Lord put a certain spirit on us to deal with certain things, So we'll be more, we would be more accepting to it, as opposed to somebody that don't know what's going on or not in the truth, But brothers would understand, because we read the scriptures, we know what's going on, But we're coming up upon a time where as though these devils are playing with these CERN portals, and it's multiple videos up on how they got actual portals, and the Lord has allowed them to do certain things, and then you have spirits going in and out of those portals. That what was that movie Ghostbusters? That was a true story. That was a true story. That was a documentary. I would say Ghostbusters 1 and 2, So I'm going to get into the lesson. Let me play this part a little bit.
If it was at
Careful what you
100%.
Because you would be in psychosis within 24 hours. This planet is a freaking zoo, and I've told you guys that since day one. It's just unfortunate that most of us cannot see all of the creatures.
All right, so before I get into this account with Elisha at 2 Kings, the 6th chapter, I'm going to just quote, with King Saul. He went to the witch, and we understand that it's the left-hand side. So he went to the left-hand side, and this chick is probably dealing with like those of us or those of them in other nations. They deal with the left-hand side, so they see as well. They see things that we're not exposed to, especially them witches and warlocks. So that's who King Saul went to, and then he saw, I believe it was Samuel, the spirit of Samuel, And Samuel came down and said, hey, you're gonna be with me. You and your son's gonna be with me the next day, you know? Because time is different in that realm. So let's get into it. This is 2 Kings chapter 6. I'll start at 15. Matter of fact, we got a little time. I'll start at 10. It says, and the king of Israel sent to the place which the man of Yahweh told him and warned him of, and saved himself there not once nor twice. Therefore the heart of the king of Syria was sore troubled for this thing, and he called his servants and said unto them, Will ye not shew me which of us is the king of Israel? And one of the servants said, None, my lord, O king, but Elisha the prophet that is in Israel telleth the king of Israel the words that thou speakest in thy bedchamber. And he said, Go and spy where he is, that I may send a fetch, that it said that I may send and fetch him. And it was told him, saying, Behold, he is in Dothan. Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host, and they came by night and compassed the city about. And when the servant of the man of the Lord was risen early and going forth, behold, a host compassed the city both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, Alas, my master, how shall we do? And he answered, Fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. See? So it says, and Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. So basically, Elisha was telling us, the servant, he was like, don't fear not. He was like, the horses and chariots, those basically the men came to deal with Elisha and came to take down Israel. And they had a whole bunch of horses and chariots, basically an army. And Elisha said, don't worry, it's more. You can't even see the angels of the Lord. It's more of them than it is that you can see these men right there. So that's a spiritual thing right there. So it was more chariot, but he couldn't see it yet. So it says, I'm reading on, it says, and Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw, and behold, the mountains was full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. Ain't that something? So basically what happened was it was a whole bunch of military, and a young man was afraid because it was a lot of them. It was a lot of them from the other nations. And I guess he feared to be, unalive. But Elisha was like, oh, don't worry, don't fear. Because it's more angels round about us than it is them. But the young man couldn't see because his spiritual lens wasn't open yet. But Elisha prayed that he opened the eyes of the young man. And after that, the Lord opened his eyes and he saw it. See? So that's something we would take from that. The time we coming up on, we might be in a situation where as though Esau might surround us, one of the brothers, one of the elect brothers. And here it is. In the physical, you can see you surrounded, but guess what? In the spirit, it's angels that you can't even see around them. That's why I said Esau is a clown, because they spying on us and all that, right? And looking at us. But guess what? The Lord got the angels looking right at you. So they looking at us, but the angels is looking right at them, and they can't see the angels, So that's all I wanted to, that was my point of the video. That's all I wanted to bring on this particular video, because I saw the video and I was like, wow, it's a spiritual aspect to this. Yeah, and you can learn. You can learn even on the. You take the meat out of the off the bone. You know what I mean? But I hope this was edifying to the body. Till again, shalom.